Previously on Reload.
Jake was furious at Alonzo for betraying his trust. The results of the public poll were revealed to the housemates, and Alonzo's game came to an end. Jake beat out everyone else in a juice pond competition, becoming the new house captain. With this rise in power, he wanted to make his move against Brody and Talia.
I have to think about nominations, and I have a good idea who is at risk of hitting the block.
Violet wanted to take control of her game, and recruited LaToya and Amy.
My main goal is to make sure that I have a core group to march to the finale with. I think Amy would be the perfect person to sit next to in the final two.
They created an all-girls alliance, calling themselves the Coven.
This alliance seems like a great idea. I love the idea of a girls' squad, and I don't think the other housemates would see it coming.
Fearing for her life in the game, Talia approached Brody in an attempt to earn his trust. However, at the nomination ceremony, Jake listened to his allies and stuck with his original targets. He shocked the house when he nominated LaToya, a member of his Cool Kids Alliance.
I have nominated LaToya, Brody, and Talia.
I hope Jake knows he showed his true colors during nominations today.
Brody and Talia took advantage of their last few nights and took their relationship to a whole new level, while Jake and Noah discussed the possibility of saving Talia in the house vote.
If Brody and LaToya face the vote, then there's a chance we can separate them while gaining Talia's trust. The big risk would be correctly predicting how the public will vote.
Ultimately, LaToya received the most votes to stay, with Noah throwing a mystery vote on Talia. This left the star-crossed lovers on the chopping block. Who did the public vote to eject? Which side of the house will receive the power of house captain? Find out right now on Reload Battle Royale.
The way nominations played out could not have been more beneficial to me. Now that LaToya is pissed at Jake, I am able to build trust with her way more easily. This will only strengthen the Coven Alliance, and Jake better watch out if we win the HC competition.
Jake is dead to me in this game. He had no reason to take a shot at me during the nominations, and it tells me that he is thinking he is king of the house. Well, I am here to show him that this house is not a monarchy. If it was, I would be head queen.
No matter who is ejected, it's going to be very hard to say goodbye to Talia. I really hope she has a chance to stay because she is killing this game. I would be a sitting duck without her here. It just sucks. We are in this situation.
I have no idea who the Sim Nation will be voting to save. Brody is such a sweet guy, so I am nervous that I may not be in the house much longer. If I do stay, I will do everything in my power to make sure I am in that final two.
Tonight, one more housemate will be ejected from the game, leaving only 6 housemates left competing. Brody and Talia have played very closely together, but one of them will be left without the other. It is time to reveal the results to the housemates. Housemates, I have the results of the ejection. Talia and Brody, the Sim Nation has been voting, and I can now reveal that with 57% of the public poll. Talia, you have been ejected from the game. Please exit the house immediately.
Hey Ruda, nice to meet you.
Likewise, it is sad to see you leave the house tonight. Why do you think you are here and not Brody?
It sucks to be out of the game and away from Brody. I think the nation sees me as more of a threat to another one of their favorites. It is hard to know, but Brody is much sweeter than I am, and maybe the nation just thought I was meaner.
Who do you think the Sim Nation would be rooting for?
I think Violet has a good underdog story going. I know that Jake is feeling cocky right now, so wouldn't be surprised if he was a fan favorite.
It was such a pleasure having you on the show, but we must say goodbye. It is now time for the next house captain competition.
Thank you, Ruda.
Housemates, this competition is called Second Chance, and it should be very familiar to you all. There will be 4 rounds, and in each round you will have a second chance to compete in a previous competition. The person who places last in each round will be eliminated. First, you will paint a small painting. Second, you will make 1 cocktail. Third, you will play a game called Don't Drop the Llama. Lastly, you will complete a maze and race to a chair. Housemates, get ready to begin round 1. Go. Violet scores $90. Latoya scores $55. Brody scores $42. Noah scores $48. Amy scores $84. Brody, you have been eliminated. Get ready for round 2. Housemates, you may begin. Amy is safe. Violet is safe. Noah is safe, which means Latoya, you have been eliminated. Get ready for round 3. Violet, you have been eliminated. Amy and Noah, whoever wins round 4, will be the new house captain. This race starts now. Congratulations, Amy. You have won and are the new house captain.
Woohoo! I am so excited to win my second HCE competition. I have a lot of power, and I want to make sure I don't waste this opportunity. I want to get back at Jake for the times he has nominated me, but it is crucial I choose who he sits next to in the public vote wisely.
I am so thankful the Coven Alliance have the power in this house. It should be obvious that Brody, Jake, and Noah will be nominated. However, people have shown how the power can get to their head. Hopefully, Amy doesn't try and make any stupid moves like nominating her alliance.
I am so disappointed that Noah lost. He did his best, but we are definitely screwed. I want to try and figure out who voted for Talia in the last house vote. It really should have been 3 votes for Latoya, but I think Violet may have tried to make a move to save Talia. I may never know for sure, but I think I may be able to leverage this in order to create doubt about Violet in Amy's mind.
Jake has no clue that I was the one who voted for Talia. I didn't really have an exact plan in mind, but I need him to believe that it was Violet. It is the only option that would make sense, and it may cause some drama that could help Jake and me in the long run.
Being in this house feels like being in prison right now. I don't have an alliance, people are untrustworthy, and I am not having as much fun as I was while Talia was here. I have been talking to Noah more, and we have a lot in common. It sucks that the game had us on different sides of the house, because I think we could have made a great team.
The vote for Talia was very strange, but Jake talking to me like we have been longtime allies? It's even stranger. This feels like very good timing for Jake, which is why I have a hard time believing it. I trust Violet too much to blindside her like Jake wants, so instead I am going to get to the bottom of this mystery myself. After all, it was only myself, Violet, and Noah who voted. It won't be too hard to find out who is lying.
Jake has burnt his bridges. Amy is so sweet for playing devil's advocate, but Jake is trying to stir the pot to deflect attention away from himself. He is the biggest threat in this house. The entire house knows it, and Amy should know better than to believe him. Do I have to remind her how he treated me as a so-called ally?
Oh my God, Jake is at it again. What are we going to do with him? He is really showing how desperate he is by throwing me under the bus. It appears he isn't aware of our Coven Alliance, otherwise he would have realized that Noah was the one who voted to save Talia. I was quick to point this out because no way Amy or I would not have voted for our Alliance member.
Welcome everyone to the nomination ceremony. As the house captain, I have the job of nominating 3 people to be at risk of ejection. One of these 3 people will have a chance to be saved during the house vote. I will go to the cast board to make my decision. Once my decision is locked in, the pictures of the 3 nominees will appear on the wall. Brody, and Noah. As the game draws closer to its conclusion, certain moves must be made. You should know that this is nothing personal. I believe that each of you would have chosen the same thing if you were in my shoes right now. This nomination ceremony is adjourned.
I am not shocked one bit. Congratulations to Amy for making the move, but she has just now made the enemy list. I don't think I have a chance of winning house vote, so I am relying on the public to keep me safe.
This is exactly where I knew I would be. I just hope by keeping my head down and staying out of drama, I may be able to stay safe in the House of Vote. It seems like the main targets are Noah and Jake, so I may not have to worry too much.
Nominations went exactly how they were supposed to go. I am so thankful for this new alliance with LaToya and Amy. Now we can control the House vote and hopefully just keep winning House Captain until the final 3.
I decided to approach Noah to let him know that I know about the Talia vote. Hopefully I can build some trust with him. I am not sure who should be saved, either Noah or Brody. I feel like Brody has survived the public poll more times than Noah. So would it be wise to keep him next to Jake? Maybe I can use this information to pull Noah to my side, especially if he looses Jake as an ally.
Oh, this is kind of a kink in the never-ending plan? Amy knowing I was the vote for Talia could really mess up the alliance I have with Jake. I need her to keep this from him, but I also don't want her to know she has control over me. I promised that if she were able to keep me safe in the House vote, Jake would be sent home in the public vote and I would not nominate her if I win HC. But the deal only stays on if the Talia vote remains a secret.
I will be keeping this little deal in my back pocket. I just need to make sure my alliance saves Noah in the House vote. Using the idea that Noah's influencer status is a threat doesn't work. However, if I can play up that Brody is an underdog, it may convince them.
Something doesn't seem right with this decision. As long as Jake is still the target, I am going to trust Amy on this one.
Amy has to be joking. I think it doesn't matter who Jake sits next to, he is going. I hate to do this to Brody, but I also don't want to go against Amy.
Everyone, welcome to the House vote. Brody, Jake, and Noah have been nominated but have a chance to be saved. Each housemate will go one by one to vote for who they want to save, as HCI will only vote if there is a tie.
I vote to save Noah.
I vote to save Noah.
I have the results of the House vote. By a vote of 2-0, Noah is safe from ejection.
It is now official. Jake and Brody remain nominated and will be the two housemates to face the public poll. Polls are now open and will remain open for the next 12 hours. You may cast your vote through text or on the Reload app. Who will be the next person ejected from the game? What game-changing decisions might the final 5 make? Find out next time on Reload Battle Royale.